Marshawn Lynch's future with the Seahawks could get decided sooner than later. Welcome into the latest ESPN headline here on ESPN.com. My name is Todd Grisham. Joining us now is Terry Blunt, who covers the Seahawks for ESPN. And Terry, what's the very latest on the Seahawks' interest in keeping Marshawn Lynch over the next few years?
Well, the latest is our own Ed Werder talked this morning to some people that told him that the Seahawks are going to enter into negotiations with Marshawn and his representative starting next week. They would like to keep him. Whether they can do that or not remains to be seen, considering the contract that they have coming up that they're going to have to pay Russell Wilson, middle linebacker Bobby Wagner, and some others. But they do want to keep him. Now, he's in the last year of a deal starting next season that will pay him about $7 million total and count $8.5 million against the salary cap. So that's a big hit for them. And they know that more than likely he's not going to be satisfied with ending in a one-year deal. He's going to want an extension to come back. So they're trying to negotiate with him some type of extension where they can bring him back and not have as big a salary cap hit. Now, the one good thing in their favor is it's likely, we don't know for sure what this number is going to be, but it's likely the salary cap next year is going to go up anywhere from $8 to maybe $10 million per team. That is a huge help to the Seahawks because they're going to have to sign Russell Wilson to a deal that's going to be over $20 million a year. He might even become the highest paid player in the game. They're going to have to sign Bobby Wagner to a deal that's going to be probably in the neighborhood of $8 million a year. So they're going to need that extra money to have any chance of keeping Lynch, and they're going to start talking about it next week. Now, I don't expect it to be settled next week, but they are going to talk about it. They do want to try to keep it.
Well, considering the style of play that Marshawn Lynch employs and the limited shelf life at the running back position, how many years do you think the Seahawks would be comfortable with extending Marshawn Lynch's contract?
Certainly not more than 3 years. I think they would like to do it in 2. I don't think he and his representatives would agree to that. This year he surprised them, quite frankly. He's a type of guy that takes so much punishment because he's such a downhill runner, just constantly running into people, taking very vicious hits at times. So you can only do that so long, and they were concerned going into this season how much longer he can do it. But, frankly, he's been remarkable this year. It's been his best season as a pro, probably, and they've seen that, and that now they believe that he can play another 2 or 3 years. So I think he's going to want 3. I think they would like to do it in 2 because of his age and the punishment he takes, but that is probably going to be the key to the negotiations, whether they can agree to do a 2-year extension rather than 3. And it's going to take a while, I would think. But they do want to keep him. And it's a big change from the start of this season when it appeared, when he held out before the season started, that they would probably run his course this year and then they would release him to save $7 million off the salary cap. But now he's played so well that they can't do that and really save face with their fans. He is just beloved in Seattle. So they've got to try and re-sign him and keep him, and they know it's going to take a multi-year deal to do it.
Seahawks fans love Marshawn. The Seahawks organization loves Marshawn, and Marshawn says he loves the Seahawks. Those are 3 good things they've got going for them as they enter contract negotiations. He is Terry Blunt, our ESPN reporter covering the Seattle Seahawks. I want to thank you for checking out ESPN Headlines here on ESPN.com.